Hey, GMs, guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name is Hudah, and I'm bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in just 30 minutes a day, maybe a little more today, because you may have heard, hey, maybe you haven't. Maybe that's why you're here. You're keeping up on what's going on out here in the AI ecosystem. But I'll tell you this, the space is buzzing today after some major changes on the Virtuals platform. You know, that platform we all know and love for buying, trading, holding, definitely holding agent tokens. Yeah, some big news today, big changes to the way you're going to earn points on the platform, those beautiful Virgin points for getting in those token pre-sales. And man, you guys should already know you need those points. You want them, you need them. I'm going to tell you how you're going to get them and what those major changes are that were implemented just today. It does matter a lot, guys, especially if you want to get in those agent token pre-sales, you have to be dialed into what's going on here today. Kat's, great to see you, man. Sir Billy, good to see you as well. Guys, we're live right now over on Abstract, and we're live on X, and we're live on YouTube. But because these changes, because these updates are so important, I'm begging you, come over here to the YouTube side. It's CryptoSlam on YouTube. And make sure you subscribe over there. Again, keep up with these point changes, keep up with the hottest drops that are coming out, and stay up to date with which tokens, agents maybe are the ones you're not going to want to be holding longer. I'll tell you this, there's some great agents out there that you definitely want to be holding and considering. Man, some great points out there. We're going to touch on all that. China, great 4 a.m., dude. All right, the man's traveling. It's good to see you here, man, and Cats. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Axelrod here, that Axelrod tweet here too. Under the radar, and it's about to not be because I'm going to show it off. I don't know if we have a typical script here today other than we have to put a big focus on those Virtuals points. And throughout the episode, we need to be thinking about our strategy of how we're accruing points from now on. You know, major changes change how we are getting points. How do you play this game going forward? What's the way to maximize, getting those points? And how do you game plan to spend those points too? It all changes today. So throughout the show here, there's your spoiler right there. But throughout the show today, we'll be talking through it. We'll be figuring it out. We'll be sharing our game plan tips. Again, subscribe over on CryptoSlam. Of course, follow us on X. It's SlamAI_XYZ. Go check out our light paper right there. And our flagship AI agent. It's the Swarm_AI. I'll be a little more shilly than normal, and I'm trying to do it more and more. Look, it's for you as holders. I know you guys want a voice out there. You want us tweeting. We will be tweeting. We have a lot to say coming up very, very soon. But I'm safe to say I'm so bullish on what we're doing, and the changes that we're going to talk about on the Virtuals platform play right into our strength, which is betting on the established teams, the new ones too, but betting on the best agents out there is going to go a long, long way for you, especially if you want to keep playing the game of getting in new agents. One of those new agents that is probably, I'll say definitely worth betting on for me. It is the Busy token launching tomorrow. Man, that's going to be a really, really hot drop. Yet another one over on that Virtuals platform. So the Busy agent goes live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And right when that 24-hour window opens up where you can commit your points, well, we're going to have the team right here on the show. So guys, come with your questions, and we're going to hit them with it. I think it's never been more important to know these teams, right? Who's the people behind the agents, behind the tokens? Are the people you can bet on for the long haul? Because at this point going forward, you are committing to a lot of these projects here. So again, it's going to get very spicy. Follow along, subscribe, all that, just so you catch this show. But yes, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, so much earlier than normal. You definitely want to catch this one. It'll be live over on YouTube as well. Pick your poison, X, YouTube, whatever. Just make sure you tune in. Now, the big update, the big change today to the Virtuals platform is, guys, we've been buying agent tokens and we've been holding those agent tokens. And the beautiful thing is, while you're holding them, you're earning those Virgin points, right? It's the points that you need to spend on these agent pre-sales. Well, that ends in just 3 days. I had to count on my fingers. I'm glad you didn't see it. But in 3 days, that comes to an end. You're still going to buy agent tokens, but you're no longer going to be earning those diamond hand bonus points, excuse me, just for holding them. No. You got to go one step further now, and you need to actually stake. You got to stake your tokens, and only then are you going to continue to accrue those diamond hand points. Now, there's a little grace period here between today and then Thursday, 3 p.m. GMT. Anybody know exactly what time that is, like Eastern time? Yeah, maybe I'll Google that in a minute, but just plan ahead and get on this probably kind of quickly here. By Thursday or at some point on Thursday, this switchover happens, and the agent tokens you're holding, again, you're not going to get points like you are the past few weeks, past couple months, whatever. And and like you are still today, that's going to come to an end. So you probably want to get ahead of it and go stake your tokens now. Now, it's not every token out there that's going to qualify for points. A lot of them will, and probably most of the tokens you guys are holding, but it's the Genesis launches. And we'll talk about that when we look at the Genesis Launchpad, the Virtuals Genesis Launchpad, right? You buy those, great. You're going to get points. You're not going to continue getting points from holding it, even in that locked period. You have to go stake those tokens. It's a pretty massive change. It is. And a lot of people are still figuring this out. And yes, there's a lot of talk about it. Not all good talk, right? I mean, and we're going to be fair here. We're going to cover some of the FUD out there too. But, you know, the older tokens, we have talked a lot about this, that I see a lot of value in these older tokens, established teams who have a product. And again, seeing value at some of the market caps these are sitting at and the potential to earn points there. Well, that's exactly why I'm so bullish on our own agent, our own token here. And I'm talking about the Swarm. Look, Virtuals has a list of specific agents that you're going to earn points from. It's not all of them. Again, it's the Genesis launches here. But guys, beyond that, there's about 40, we'll call them OG agents that also are going to qualify for points when you stake their tokens, the Swarm being one of them. Now, if you look at this list of agents who qualify for these points, just give that a peek. A lot of them are going to look really familiar, right? They're probably agents that, well, again, have launched on Genesis, or you recognize their names as being in the ACP swarms, the Virtuals. That's their Swarm protocol, right? Those agents, and I'm looking across here, almost, I think, across the board, I think all the agents that are part of the ACP are also qualifying for these diamond hand points. So again, you can now stake these agent tokens and earn points. NFT XBT, love that guy from the FX Hash team. There's Loki, who's been on the show before. Again, stake their token, get in. Hollywood, that's DGNC right there, who actually we're still working to get on the show. We've got that rescheduled show coming up here. But that's the list right now. And by the way, that list is going to grow. That list is going to grow here. Oh, good. Cats, I'll show that off. Good stuff. Cats keeps putting out some good threads here talking about Swarm, and appreciate it. And I want to make sure you guys do see it. But what I've been saying lately is there's a perfect, and we'll talk about this throughout the episode. There's this like perfect place, perfect level, perfect criteria for some agents that I think most bang for your buck as far as earning points, right? Tokens launching on Genesis. Yeah, of course. Tons of upside. What we'll see later on as we get into today's episode is, I think most of those Genesis launches don't have much, if any, downside risk, but the upside gets to be more limited the further you get from that launch. Again, we're going to look at some examples of that. Where I see maybe the most bang for the buck is in the old, established, proven, agents or teams. It's probably a lot of these right here, but you got to find the ones at the right market cap that still have room to grow. Biased, yeah. Also, is the Swarm something I'd be looking at if it wasn't something our team built? Yeah. The market cap this morning was sitting at 800K. I'm going to refresh and see what it's at now. But I look at an agent that's already live, that's sitting under $1 million market cap, and the other X factor here, and it's really, really important, has big news coming, has big announcements coming. Man, I think that's so incredibly important. I think it's such a spicy opportunity here because, guys, again, we'll talk more in depth about what this change means points-wise, but it's such a significant change. Not only are you locking up your tokens, right? There's a cooldown period when you unlock them. There's a period of time where you have no access to your tokens, so you can't necessarily, well, I don't want to say you can't sell them, but for a couple of weeks there, you can't sell them. That's just how it's going to work. So you want to make sure that the agents you're in are not just going to pump and then just crash on you over a couple of week period. You need to make sure they're teams and products that have this, much bigger and sustainable future. It's why those established teams and products just matter so much. So I'm looking for that perfect storm of low market cap right now, news that can push them much, much higher, and something that even at that higher level are sustainable. The Swarm is in the Virtuals ACP, the Autonomous Hedge Fund Trading DAO. Your Swarm's right in that, guys. Right there with Axelrod from AIXVC, with AIXBT, with DGNC, with Gigabrain. In fact, I'll show you here. I agree with you, Choina. There's so many little things to talk about here. I don't think the cooldown, the 2-week unstaking period, I don't think it's a big deal. We'll talk more game theory here, but no, this is a team figuring out a new and a more perfect, getting towards a more perfect way to do these, to have token launches. I think what we've seen here over the past, let's say, year, and this is not exclusive to virtuals, what we've seen across the board on Pump Fun, on Boop.fun, on the Bonk Pet Launchpad, on all these platforms, is what we've been doing now for a year plus doesn't work. It's a recipe for these tokens to pump and then dump within a couple days, maybe a few weeks, whatever the time frame is. Every single token seems to follow this pattern, and there's got to be a new way to do it, a better way to do it. And I think Virtuals is cracking that and figuring that out right now. Axelrod, the head of the Virtuals ACP, the Autonomous Hedge Fund Trading DAO, we've talked about this one. We knew it would be a hot launch. It was. It was a record-setting launch, and I got to imagine it's somewhere around a $15 million market cap right now. That's one of those ones that early on you definitely want to bet on. Right now at 15 mil, yeah, I still see a ton of upside on it. But those are the kind of agents you want to be betting on, agents that are that next level quality and have that upside. So Axelrod, their team put out a thread today, just giving a behind-the-scenes peek at the ACP Swarm, the Autonomous Hedge Fund, and showing off some of their tools. And it's a great thread. You should definitely read it. But of course, I got to jump down to where I think there's some really juicy info. They listed the names of, guys, just 4 other agents that are in the swarm with them. AIXBT, Qual AI, Gigabrain, and there is the swarm. This is, at this point, the core of the Autonomous Hedge Fund and Trading DAO. These are the agents that I believe, are a great opportunity to be betting on right now. And by betting on, I mean staking those tokens, getting points, and having some peace of mind that those probably aren't going to sit here and bleed out on you over a 2-week period and really over a longer period than that. But that's what we're looking for here. What's the game? Where's the value? Yeah, I don't know how you don't just look at those and see it right there. Axelrod back at almost 20 mil. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of these are just, look, within 3 to 4 weeks, I believe EtherMage said, is when we're looking for the ACPs to launch. And so that's the news we're looking for. At that point, I'm just going to assume, based on how crypto typically works, at that point, we're probably going to see these tokens. And this is not financial advice, right? I probably don't have to say it, but probably going to see those agent tokens moving. And because the ACP is going to be the focus of virtuals and probably most of crypto Twitter, probably for the summer here, I don't see them really pulling back. I don't see this major dump that we still see on plenty of tokens out there, right? If I were a betting man, and I am sometimes, I am. This is what I'm looking at. Guys, Genesis launches, tons of opportunity there as well, but going back and finding the value deals right now and the value plays, that's it. You're looking at it. We'll circle back to the Genesis launches, talk more game theory. Let's go look at the market real quick, see how it's looking. It's been guys, it's been an interesting few days here with Moody's downgrading the U.S. credit ratings. And everybody expecting a bloodbath today here, especially in the crypto side. And it's been anything but that. In fact, on my other screen, I think I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, back over 105K. We're at 105.4 right now. Maybe I should put this up on the screen, but no, I'll just say this. Well, no, let's put it on the screen. It matters. It does. You know, the AI crypto market, it does live and die by the broader market here too. And Bitcoin is just doing that thing we were all hoping, which is outperform, or at least perform in a way the rest of the market just doesn't anymore. And so there's Bitcoin over 105, ETH looking okay too. And I'm not going to focus on crypto, but just to show Bitcoin looking great. And then we'll let that take us in to the AI market. You see the AI total market cap now at 10.36 bill. It's down 5.37% in the past 24 hours. To me, it looks like it's holding it incredibly strong. And I think heading into really the start of the next season, we bounced back from a 2 or 3 billion market cap all the way up to 10 plus. I think we hit almost 12, but I think we're about to hit a stride and have a very, very hot summer for AI agent tokens. What did we say last summer was, by the way? The summer, was it DeFi summer, meme summer? We always give the summer a little nickname, right? And I wonder if this summer is going to be AI agent summer. It's just kind of feeling like it. By the way, just in case, it's great to see you, man. Don't do that to me, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I do. And past 24 hours have been really, really wild. Let's look at these tokens and see how they're performing, though. We'll start here on the agent side. And you know what? Like usual, lately, no surprises here. That's going to change here as ACPs come out and we get some new, main characters here in AI. I think we'll see this change. For now, it is Fartcoin on top, still over a bill, market cap at 1.25, followed by Ket, Turbo, Toshi, and Fei. On the infrastructure side, FET, Virtual, AI16Z, Ask Venice, and Cookie. I mean, Fed hanging around that 2 bill market cap level is wild. And guys, I'll just give you my spoiler. I want your guys' thoughts as we get a little deeper in. These changes coming to the virtuals platform have me really thinking. We'll play out some scenarios, but what is the best way to be playing this launchpad to accrue points? Again, we'll get into where you earn them and then some theories, but my spoiler is I think virtual is your best play there. I'll explain why. First, we go to DeFi, and it's Ask Venice on top, followed by Hey Anon, now down under 100 mil market cap, Griffane, Olas, and Cortex. And then we throw them all together. We're going to check out Mindshare. And it's virtuals on top. No surprise there, guys. Ever since the Cato partnership especially, you guys have felt it. Some of you guys are participating, talking more and more and more about virtuals. And there's no reason to think that's going to slow down anytime soon. Not when it's a primary way to start grinding out points in that ecosystem. And yes, that is going to be one of the best ways still to keep getting points. Fartcoin's right behind him. Arbis, who I am a big old fan of. AIXBC, and then Axelrod. Here's a prediction too. Axelrod will be number 1 on this list here coming up in, let's say, 4 to 8 weeks. I don't think that's a bold prediction either, but as the head of that autonomous hedge fund trading DAO, I think he'll be up there. And then challenge mode, guys. Challenge mode, I am hoping and I am driven to help see the swarm up here, at least in the top 10. And I think we'll get there and we'll push to get even higher than that. But just a prediction here, I think we'll see a lot of the ACP agents making up the top 10 here. We're going to push and get the swarm there. Can't wait. A quick heads up here about Cookie. Cat's yapping for points. Yeah, I love that. By the way, I just realized, well, no, maybe this is outdated info. I'll say this. I didn't realize before on the virtuals platform, you had to link your X account. You maybe don't have to do that anymore, but I never did that apparently. So I don't know if that's affecting my how I'm accruing points or not. I'll do it anyways, just cause. But Cookie, the platform we were just on, looking at the market, keep your eyes on them, guys. They do have an agent. And they're getting ready to launch a big old update to their ecosystem here. Cookie Fun V1. Probably going to get spicy over there. I want to show you guys how to actually stake your tokens. It's really important. Again, you holding your Swarm tokens, great. It has been getting you points. It's not going to after Thursday. You have to take the extra step. Okay, I got to link my account. Yeah, I got to go do that then. Darn, I've been missing out all along. I tweet sometimes about the ecosystem. I need to link the account. Okay. You got to stake your tokens to keep getting these points, these diamond hand points. They do matter a lot. Guys, go on the virtuals platform. Go to your profile. We'll do it live. I'm not actually going to stake them here because these tokens are not, they're not for me. You're going to see in your portfolio here all your agent tokens. We'll try it again. 1 second. Now, go back to what we were talking about earlier. There are 40 or so agents that you can stake right now. And in addition to the Genesis launches, what I don't know yet, because I don't have many on this account, what I don't know is if they'll not have a staking option next to them. I would assume that's how it works, right? If you can't stake them, there's just no staking button. All right, let's go back and see if it's working right now. I imagine they're getting hammered, guys, with people staking their tokens. So let's see. It's this simple, guys. Go to your profile, go to your portfolio tab here, and next to your token, you're going to see a stake button. Stake them all, or I'll tell you this, guys. Look, stake them all or don't, whatever. But let's say this, or just be aware, when you stake, if you want to unstake them, guys, you stop accruing points right then. Okay? As soon as you unstake, you stop accruing points, and you don't get your tokens for 14 days. Just be aware of that. So from the platform itself, unstaking removes your entire staking position, so you can't partially unstake. Unstake tokens stop earning points. And you stop earning points immediately, and then will be claimable after 14 days. So again, if you unstake, points stop just on that token though, right? If you have multiple agent tokens staked, you'll earn on the others, but you unstake here, you stop on that token, and you cannot go and grab your tokens and do anything with them for 14 days. That prevents you for 14 days from selling your tokens. As we're talking game theory, think about that. And let's start thinking of how much harder it's going to be for people to access liquidity here on the virtuals platform. And we're going to start thinking about, well, what does that look like when we start trying to buy other agent tokens and get in on these launches? Right now, the game typically is recycling liquidity, right? You maybe get in on a token and you ride it up a bit and you sell it, and you're probably going to take that hit, right? You're going to get hit with the cooldown and stop earning points, but at least you're liquid, right? At least you're liquid and you can go spend those elsewhere if you want. With staking, you're not going to get them liquid for 2 weeks. It's something you got to factor in here, and you need to think other people are factoring it in too, meaning maybe people are going to be less liquid to play this market, or people might be more selective about what tokens they're getting in. The game's changing here. Anyway, that is how you stake. It is that simple. Just be aware of those penalties here. Hang on. Checking Cat's comments here. Make sure you have the same wallets linked on Cato and Virtuals. Interesting, because mine is split. I have all of my agent tokens in one wallet, and I have my Cato linked to like a primary wallet. So I do not have that set up right. So that's good info. Jose. So no, this isn't for an airdrop. I'll mention where I still think is the best opportunity right now. Again, it's the established agents. But no, this isn't for an airdrop. This is for accumulating points on the Virtuals platform. Okay. Yeah. So this is staking your tokens to get points. And then why do you need points? I'll just jump ahead and show. But you need points to get into these Virtuals Genesis launches. All these upcoming drops, you cannot get in them without points. It's the only way. Think of points as your key to these pre-sales. You have to have them. FUD out there, though, guys. And I want to be fair. I want to cover the negative, talk out there about the Virtuals platform. There's a lot of it. There is. But there's people who, well, I think they're incorrect here, but feel like they're removing the, demand for trading these agents. They're not wrong, okay? Virtuals has been incentivizing buying agent tokens, right? You buy an agent token, you do get points. And that's whether it's a Genesis launch or if you're buying on the DEX, right? A token that's already out there, buying it does earn you points. On some of those agent tokens, you actually get a penalty when you sell. There is a downside to some of that too. We'll show you that. There's so many, the game theory is deep. This reminds me of old Pixel Vault, okay? Any of these agents here, this applies actually, when I say there's a penalty, it applies only to the Genesis launch token. So by the way, with Swarm, you can sell it and you're not taking a penalty. That's really, really important. There's no penalty for selling those older agent tokens. So when you stake, actually, it's worth considering. Maybe you want to stake some and keep some liquid that you trade with. I don't know. That's going to be up to everybody individually. But again, if there is a lock on a Genesis project, if you sell their tokens, you are getting a penalty. You are going to be on a 10-day cooldown from points. Just be aware of that. Older tokens, again, no penalty there. Again, interesting game theory. So again, some people think they're no longer incentivizing trading. It's not totally right. It's not totally wrong. They are definitely more heavily incentivizing holding. So again, you still earn points from buying tokens. What we're watching for is seeing if there is less volume buying tokens now at this point. The older agents, I think, are going to be fine from that. Again, buy those because they're a bargain. But newer agents, that's where it gets a little more questionable. There's others who think that all these changes here with points, and we've had a lot of them, guys, over the past couple of weeks. We've talked a lot about the Virtuals points and how they've changed. Look, this is them fine-tuning their system. This is them exploring how to make it work in the best way possible. And it's them trying to build this into a very safe ecosystem. We had guys who were farming this thing inorganically, and those guys were, man, I'll tell you, locking up huge percents of token supplies. They were winning so hard, and they weren't playing by the same rules as you. They weren't. These guys were cheating and earning a ton of points. And the way around it, and we speculated on this before too, the way to fix it is staking. It's like this dirty word that's got this stigma. Nobody wants to do it. Well, it's because nobody's done it right. And Virtuals, I think, is doing it right here. Buy with conviction, agents that you believe in, and stake those tokens. And for your conviction, you're getting rewarded in these points. Points equals access to really great token pre-sales. From there, your decision if you want to sell those pre-sales once you get them, right? You can do that. A lot of those pre-sales are guys are 20x, 50x, 100x. All those pre-sales that complete, I would say 100% of the time, you are going to be up. It's a rare thing these days. But guys, check me on that. Like, tell me I'm crazy if I'm wrong there. I think 100%, let's just say 99 to be safe, 99% of the agents that have launched on Genesis that have gone to 100% completion, you are up. At the very least, you're up at some point. But even, let's say, days or weeks removed, you're probably still up. These things launch at a 200K market cap. At least that's where you buy in at. It's a spicy, spicy ecosystem here. But I love that the Virtuals team is so active and chatty and walking you through their thought process. And so the concerns people are putting out there, they're addressing. They're taking it head on right on the timeline here. People who don't like this 14-day unlock period, right? This cooldown. saying, look, it's not like a penalty, right? It's a choice. It's not a punishment here. This is them trying to find the right balance here. And then pointing out rightfully here, guys, you're not forced to stake. You don't have to. It's not the only way for you to earn points. It's a great way to earn points. Again, you pick the agents you believe in that you wanted to stay in long-term anyways. Good. You might as well park it, like stake it, park it, earn points. You don't have to. You can just hold the tokens and trade them, and you're not going to get penalized there. But there's so many other avenues for points. Again, staking the virtual token, I'm going to argue that might be the best way to get points here. And then tweeting about virtuals. Tweeting about the ecosystem is a great way. That said, if we're talking about which one gets the most points, guys, agent tokens, and I wish I had a breakdown like a pie chart to show this, but agent tokens that are staked get the biggest portion of the pie. Okay, they're going to get the most points. Staked agent tokens getting the biggest chunk of virtuals points. The next biggest chunk is the virtuals token that's staked. Okay, if I were a betting man, if I'm thinking of the best way to play this right now, if I want to be maybe a little more liquid, it's probably trading the virtuals token. Okay, you stake that. That does not have a 14-day cooldown. You do have to pick a lock period, right? And the shortest lock period, I believe, is 7 days. Let's double check that, but I believe it's 7 days. Meaning, versus agent tokens where you have a 14-day cooldown where you can't access your tokens, virtual you stake and you get access to them right away, but you do have to pick at least 7 days to lock up your virtual tokens. So let's click this here and just double check. Yes, so the shortest time you can lock this up for is 1 week. You can pick 4 weeks, 12 weeks, 24 weeks, 52 weeks, and you can go, I think, 2 years out. But if you want to at least get instant access to your tokens after your lock period, 7 days, as opposed to an agent that you're locking up for 2 weeks. So staking, man, I look at it this way, guys. As people lock up their agent tokens, and they're not going to be liquid, right? They're locked up for those 2 weeks, or I should say when they want to claim them, it's 2 weeks before they get them. Well, if they have a hot drop that's coming and they want to get in it, and now they don't have their agent tokens to sell to get some virtual tokens to go buy the new agent, what are they going to do? They're going to go buy virtual. They just got to go buy some. Putting buy pressure on the virtual token. I think this virtual token is really, really interesting for that being one of the main plays there. And yes, that means staking the virtual token. It also means just buying a bag of virtual and holding it. A lot of these mechanics here drive people to buy virtual. Super spicy. Now, the other thing with virtual too is already they've given virtual stakers 2 airdrops, and they're 2 really hot airdrops, Axelrod and Arbus. So if you staked virtual, if you did it day 1, especially guys, you might have gotten almost 100% of the money you put in back via those other 2 tokens. These guys are different. These guys are built different. They've got this dialed in favor of rewards for the platform users. And I think they'll continue to do that. So again, another reason why the virtuals token, I think, is such a spicy play. Airdrops, a bunch of points, and a little more liquid than the agent tokens. Okay, so that's the use case, or that's the thesis for playing the virtual token. Let me think here, because I think there was another thing. Oh, the agent tokens, kind of swinging back to agents. And more specifically, something like Swarm. I'm going to make a bull case for that too. We talked about the virtuals ACP that's coming, right? And the ACP is coming live, we believe, in 3 to 4 weeks. And I already think those are some really, really special agents to be betting on. Well, I believe the ACP is also going to have its own token, right? So the Autonomous Hedge Fund Trading DAO and then the Media House, I think they're going to have their own tokens. And because Virtuals likes the staking game so much, I think you're going to stake the agent tokens that are in that ACP to get the ACP token. That's what I think. It's a total guess. Look, we're a little inside, but that's not insider info. I have no idea if that's how it will work. It's the only reason I'm saying this, because it's a guess. But I think you're going to stake agents like Swarm, and I think you're going to stake agent tokens like Brain. What is their token? Qualia, whatever their token is, I think you'll stake it. AIXBT, again, across the board with the agents. I think you're going to stake their tokens and earn an ACP token. We'll find out if I'm right about that, but like I said, I'm a betting man, and I would probably make that bet. Guys, if there's questions, drop them in the chat. But look, there's a lot of changes. Like I said, the game theory is changing. We're going to have to tweak our strategy here. Are people more selective with the drops they're getting in? Are they less likely to stake and just play this market like in a more liquid way and take points penalties, right? And then are they just going to farm points via tweeting and getting their points via the Cato partnership? I don't know. I think everybody right now is going to sit back and wait and watch. And the cool thing is we get to wait and watch and see how people are trading this next big batch of launches, right? We'll see what happens with something like Arbus that launched over the weekend. Hot drop, record-setting drop. We expected that, right? But what are people going to do? Are they going to dump and get their multiples, get their lock in their gains, take the points hit? Or are they going to go and stake this and earn some points and tuck this away and just believe that this one's going to hold its value over time? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. What people don't want to happen, this is not me picking on Bernie. I think they're excellent. What people are going to be a little more concerned with is getting in one of these token pre-sales, not sell here, and stake up their tokens. And all the while, we dropped from, what did they get to? Like a 12 mil market cap? Right now sitting over just over 2 bill, which, by the way, guys, is still a 10 to 12 or 13x. It's still a win. It's why, you know what? All we can do is guess right now and just watch and see how people play this market. I don't know. But basically everything that launches on Genesis, the Virtuals Genesis platform, is up. Super spicy. Again, you're just trying to find what's the best way, the most perfect way to accrue points here. Dead got 167 points from staking last week. It's something, dude. I'll tell you, I did my first buy with something like 200 points, and it didn't get me many tokens, but still that token would have been a, let me think, a 30x or so. I think I was able to put in like half a virtual. I'll take anything I can get, and very little risk. And it only took me a couple days to earn back all those points. So, especially when something is such low risk, I'd say why not? And it's all great. Anyway, Arbus. What a killer launch, guys. Fastest agent launch to hit 100%. All-time high participants, 7,400. I do wonder if the new point system is going to be a turnoff for new people coming in. I don't know yet. Yeah, we have a lot to be watching here. But there's Arbus sitting at, 11 mil market cap now. So we're talking this one here, a 55x. A 55x, and this one did get as high as 16 mil. So can I math in my head? An 80x? An 80x, guys. Expect to see a lot more of that on this platform. Really wild stuff. Now, I want to review what's coming up here over the next few days. And I'll say this, I'm not going to go deep into this because it's just a guess at this point. I want to highlight the ones that I know are going to be cooks. I know. Other than that, we need to just sit back and watch how people play this. Are we going to see a bunch of agents that look okay, but just okay, and nobody wants to touch them, right? Why risk buying an agent that you maybe last minute need to get out of because you don't believe in it, right? You think this might dump in the short term, but then you get hit with that penalty. Why would you risk it? So all of a sudden, are we going to see people being much more selective with what they buy into? I think so. I do think that's how this is going to start. I don't think locked in is going to complete. I don't think this ROSAI or ROSAI, I don't know, whatever that is. I don't think that's going to get to completion. Astro, same thing. Right, starts changing here with Manikai. This one probably gets to 100%, and that's going to be the first example we have to really watch. See how it performs. See what people do with their tokens. And by the way, we need great analytics platforms to let us get some insights into agent launches. What are people doing with their tokens? Are they locking them up? Are they just holding them unstaked so they're liquid? And ways to measure these unlock periods. It's a lot you got to factor in here. See if we can help with that. Wicker opens when? In 5 hours? 5 hours, same thing. We'll watch this. None of those I'm super bullish on. Maybe Manikai is the one, again, I'm watching because it's close to 100. Nothing else there except for Busy. Busy's the one that I think will get to that 100, and I think it's going to go to multiple hundreds oversubscribed. Does this set new records, though? As a top 3 Virtuals Hackathon finisher, does it set a new record here? If this were last week, I would say yes. Right now, with people needing to be much more selective and people maybe looking to get into those older agent tokens, I'm not sure. This is a prediction market. It's going to live, I believe, on X. So prediction markets that you interface just by tweeting, I think, is awesome. But how does the community react to new agents launching in this ecosystem that is very, very different now? We'll find that out. It does have a 90-day lockup period, so you earn points for a long, long while on that one. What I don't know is, guys, you know what? The 90-day lockup period, after 90 days, even if you stake your tokens, are you not getting points anymore? As opposed to the OG agents like our Swarm that are earning points indefinitely here. You lock them up, right? You stake them, you're earning points. I wonder if these Genesis ones, after that 90-day period, whatever their terms, if they have to graduate to that next step and become like an OG like the Swarm, and only then do you keep earning points. We'll see. We'll see. I know some people are looking at this Nancy agent, which, guys, is actually pretty darn interesting. This one's giving you Uh, actually, I'm going to show you. It's pretty funny. It's like a play on Nancy Pelosi here. This one is trading real world assets. It's pretty cool. Enables real world asset trading for crypto natives. Again, a play on Nancy Pelosi. Really interesting. I'm watching that one. Again, I just want to see how, are people in a gambling mode, or are they going to want to play the safest of the safest stuff? Cat Minnle, watching that one as well. We're not deep diving. I'm just going to tell you what I'm keeping an eye on. Cat Minnle, definitely one of them. And I'll tell you what, I think that's it for right now. I think for right now, those are the only ones. Broader eye on all of it. But right now I think people are waiting, and what I'm guessing is people are going to be stacking their points, waiting for a big drop to get announced. That's what I think people are going to do. Keep it in mind, your points expire every 14 days. So keep that in mind, guys. You do have to use them or lose them at some point. Be aware too, Virtuals has way more changes coming. They have this new 69-day, what do they even call this? Hang on. What do they call this new thing that's coming? Let me see if we've got it mentioned in here. Gosh, hang on. So TLDR though, guys, there's going to be this new system where you can essentially, I don't want to say rug your token, but unwind your token. Look, you can launch a token now. If it's not working out for you, projects can walk away. It takes the liquidity pool and fees and gives it to the token holder, so you're not entirely out, right? You'll actually, I hope, break even. You'll probably take a little loss, but at the very least, it's not a total loss. It's a way to let people experiment and launch tokens without, having to commit fully. This space, guys. People will crucify you if you launch a token and, it doesn't live up to their expectations. And people's expectations are it can be unrealistic. We'll say that. This new system is coming out soon. And we're going to see how this impacts or how this affects the space. It's just the Virtuals platform continuing to innovate. I'm watching. I think they're excellent. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, we'll blitz through the rest of our stories here. A quick check-in with Billy Betts, AI agent who bets on sporting events yesterday. 4 and 6, wagered $8,000, down 2,800. Guys, bet on soccer, bet on MLB, bet on the WNBA, bet on tennis, bet on the NHL. And the only one he went on 3 of them, actually. I was going to say only one, but yes, soccer won $99. WNBA up 449, and tennis up 674. So some wins in there. Ultimately, a down day for Billy Betts. An update from, oh boy, I like this a lot. Kosher Capital. Guys, people launch agents in their platform. I believe those agents are trading for them. It's powered by Loki AI. I like the Loki guys. We've had them on this show. Smart guys, great platform. Great seeing agents powered by their intelligence. Good stuff there. Symphony, we did talk about them last week. They had a little spicy promotion video poking at Hey Anon, and I like Hey Anon. But guys, they have the first agents to have traded a stock on chain. They traded the Coinbase stock. Pretty interesting. Looking to see that expand here too. That's Symphony. Good stuff there. Coinbase Ventures. I'm not happy with them, but they're still giving us they're giving the broader ecosystem here the spotlight. So good on them for that. But they tweeted out a list of all these AI agents happening on chain, on base, and they left out the swarm. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Kind of a bummer, but still give flowers to all these other people building right alongside of us. On base, like it, love it. But the AI thing happening here, guys, is so huge. It's great to see it get in the spotlight there from Coinbase Ventures. ChatGPT 5 coming soon. Going to unify some of these models, or at least make it seamless to switch between them. So switch between these components like codex, operator, and memory. Good stuff. Dude, I can't wait. I love ChatGPT. I really do. Be on the lookout for the monsters.fun launch. That's coming, guys, Wednesday. I hope you're able to get a whitelist. There's 750 editions of this. It is an NFT. It does launch an agent. That agent does have a token. This is going to be very hot. Very, very hot. There's a wallet checker. Go check and see if you got a whitelist here. I think you had to sign up on their website. And guys, if you tried to enter the whitelist, you might have one. So definitely go there and check it out. If you did get on the whitelist, that's a winner. As guaranteed as it can get. That it's going to win. Big time. An update to Grok, guys. I saw this just last week. I don't know if it's any older than that, but really, really awesome. Grok now makes you charts, which is pretty freaking fantastic. I've been doing that on ChatGPT. Hit or miss, right? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's kind of a bust. Now I get to play with Grok here. Throw it some crypto data, have it charted up for you. Pretty awesome. Also, an image generation update, just aspect ratio stuff, but cool nonetheless. And then OpenAI back to them, but launching a preview of Codex, which is a cloud-based software engineering agent, which is awesome. Love it, guys. There is your update today. Yeah, I didn't think we'd keep today to 30 minutes, but told you it's an important day. There's a lot going on. Again, we'll see the game theory play out on virtuals. We'll see how you degens, you virgins, I gotta say that, are trading these agents here going forward. But again, I think the best value there is in the virtual token and the established OG agent tokens, the ones that have a future ahead of them. And there's announcements, plans coming up. There's our agent, the Swarm. I think he's spicy. Guys, smash the like on the show. On your way out, make sure you subscribe over here to CryptoSlam on YouTube. That's right, cats. That's right. Kin is coming out soon. That's the Kindred AI token. So shout out to those guys. We'll see if we can get them back on. But yeah, Kin is coming soon. Would love to chat with Max from them, from Kindred again. Guys, there is your update. We will see you back tomorrow again, not at 2 p.m. Special early episode at 9 a.m. Eastern time right here with, hang on, let me get it on the screen for you. With the Busy Team. That is the hottest agent token launching this week, maybe over the next couple weeks even. I think for me, it's I think it's the top token launching until Babysitter at the end of the month. So Busy will be on the show tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Catch it right here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you. Peace.